You bet.
Now, my next guest planning to build a massive AI data center campus featuring 55 individual data center buildings. O'Leary Ventures chairman and Mr. Wonderful himself, Kevin O'Leary, joins me now live in studio. You're getting a full round of applause. We love having you. Talk to us about sort of the status of these data centers. I know you have one in Utah, for example, because the need for these is huge, and even Meta's, admitting that, and they even need the workers for it.
Yeah, there's multiple narratives going on across North America. Right now, the demand for what we need to catch up with the Chinese growth in data centers is around 30 gigawatts. We've got 5 under construction. And so the challenge is you need the skills to build these things. You need the engineers. But right now, if you're coming out of high school or something and you want a really high-paying job, be an electrician, building out a data center facility. Nobody can find them. I mean, the amount of demand. So everybody's saying, there's two camps saying, look, data centers are going to replace all the jobs and then the robots are going to eat the babies. That's one group. And the other says, we don't know how many new jobs this is going to create because it democratizes education, it advances medical research, it might cure cancer, it's going to have people get to Mars. All this stuff, but right now the baseline load is to build these places. I'm talking drywall, cement pouring, electricians, gas and pipe specialists. I mean, it's really, really, really complex. And at the same time, there's a very negative narrative because people are comparing them to what was built 20 years ago with old technology.
Some of the pushback, and we saw it a little bit in the stock market on Friday and a little bit today, is sort of the unwind of sort of these high-flying momentum stocks. There is some concern when you look back to 2000. Are we overdoing it? Are we building too many? How do we know that 55 for one data center campus is enough or too much? And maybe we don't know that it's too much until it's too late and it implodes. How do you sort of think about there's not enough demand, but also getting it right so that we don't overbuild, overscale, and then the critics were right?
Okay, Taylor, that's a good point. However, think about the different layers of what data centers are for. Let's take the baseline cloud compute. You're doing an email or you're doing a spreadsheet or a word process and you want to store it in the cloud. That's a data center. That's the most baseline load. We don't have enough of those. Then you want to go to the next level and start training AI models. You need a much more sophisticated facility that never goes down during a whole month called a 5.9. It's up 99.9% of the time. So we need those too. And then you've just got everything else in software. For example, the blockchain for the S&P 500. Every one of the companies says as soon as the Clarity Act goes through, I want to get on the blockchain for document control, for logistics, for compliance. That takes capacity online digitally. Then we have digital payment systems. We just cleared stable coins. That's all online in the cloud. So we need all this capacity really fast, and we need it now. And so, there is no too much. I'm convinced of that now because I look at every 11 sectors of the economy, and they're all using AI, digital payment systems, blockchain technology. It's all happening, and we've got to compete.
There are some worries as well, and you've seen on both sides of the aisle. Trump has said we could take portions of AI companies, and then on the other hand, Bernie Sanders says we could take 50% stake in OpenAI or Anthropic because universal basic income, because they're going to put us all out of work. And so you have government leaders, frankly, on both sides saying that we're willing to take stakes in these companies. What do you say to that?
I say in America, what's driven this country's economy to be the most successful on earth, I might add, for 250 years was innovation, not regulation. So no thank you, Bernie. I appreciate it. Your thoughts are well received, but no Nanette to that idea. And I don't think I want government picking winners and losers. The private sector, guys like me, we take our bets, we win, we lose, but we do a lot of research the government sometimes doesn't do, I'd argue.
I agree.
Get the policy, put it in place, that's the role of the government, and let the private sector compete, as it has done successfully for 250 years. Now that we're talking about the celebration, I mean, come on, just leave us alone. Let us do our thing, and we will continue to grow the greatest, freest, most successful economy on earth. You know that old saying, hi, I'm from the government, and I'm here to help you? No, thank you.
3 of those incredible American companies might IPO soon. SpaceX on Friday, Anthropic, and then OpenAI, we got their S1 overnight as well. Yet I've heard multiple comments on these programs of people sort of saying, maybe I won't buy on IPO day, or OpenAI I won't touch, but Anthropic I do like. And it seems to be this horse race. You have spent your career looking at private businesses, investing in businesses, but also investing in founders, in ideas, in revenue, in profit, in cash flow. When you look across those different businesses, do you touch them on IPO day? Do you stay away? What do you make of this moment when you have three massively multi-trillion-dollar companies maybe going public?
That's a great question. I mean, that's a really good one. I mean, you're buying into Elon's deal in SpaceX. You're basically buying a telco right now, because it's Starlink that's actually making money. The rest is the vision. I like him. He delivers everything his mandate goes for, but he's a very high price. I think Anthropic, when I offered my entire enterprise staff, choose one and we'll buy an enterprise license, I'd never used Claude before. Now I'm a Claudette. I use it every day. I really like it. So right now they seem to be ahead on that stack. You look at these IPOs, don't try and pick winners because you have no idea. Buy them all on a diversified basis and say, that's my sectoral allocation, like an index. You don't know what's going to happen the minute they start trading. The pricing on SpaceX is funky chicken. It's got a big retail allocation. It's a very thin float. But buying a piece of Elon has never been a bad investment, period. You love him, you hate him. This guy is unbelievable in terms of what he does. I mean, he is the modern Bruce Wayne.
I want to come at you for a little bit, so forgive me.
Yeah.
We talk about what has not been sort of a money maker, and I want to get your thoughts on Bitcoin. We were at 120,000. Over the weekend, we broke through 60,000. You've had record outflows of Bitcoin ETFs. Ethereum ETFs had, I think, 17 straight days of outflows. What do you tell Bitcoin believers right now? This was supposed to be the moment, and I feel like Bitcoin didn't show up for me. Tell me that I'm wrong.
And you're right, Taylor. And it didn't show up for you because everybody was anticipating the Clarity Act clearing, going through the Hill and getting done as law. Bitcoin's going nowhere until people talk about institutions investing in Bitcoin. They don't touch Bitcoin because it's not yet law. They touch stable coins because we had the Genius Act clear. So we need this law to pass. And then you will see the 1% to 3% allocation of sovereign wealth. Because I talk to those guys every day. They don't touch Bitcoin. The big opportunity, when this Clarity Act passes, is the S&P 500 has not touched blockchain. For 14 years, we've been talking about putting everything in contract and everything else in compliance and logistics and inventory control onto blockchain. Now, not one company yet is standardized on any of them yet. The minute this law becomes law, one of these chains, not necessarily Ethereum, is going to find a way into all of the 11 sectors of the S&P. And you want to be dancing with that girl at the prom.
Okay.
So I've got a whole bunch of people on my shop working, trying to find which one of these chains, and you've heard them all the names, and they said, buy my chain, buy my chain. They're all poo-poo. They're all down in the toilet, the all-time lows. One of them is going to emerge as the standard. Then you're buying the enterprise software of the future. I want to pick that winner. I hope I can.
So, folks, he's talking about chains, but he has a fancy dancy chain on this desk. Kevin, you always come bearing gifts. What have you got for us today?
Well, what a
You're on brand.
Yeah, no. You're going to love this. What a transition you just pulled off there to chain. I've got something here. This is Jalen's card from the Knicks. Last night you saw he was the GOAT.
Whoa.
This is the Tiffany famous holder, 2.5 pounds of white gold and 110 carats of Tiffany diamonds. Inside is his card. Now, here's the thing about the hobby. We don't know if, in fact, the Knicks can pull it off, because the Knicks haven't won in 50 years, so most of their cards from their players don't trade for much. This one's on the market now for around $150,000. If he can pull it off and become one of the stars of them winning this after 50 years and getting the championship,
what is that thing worth?
Double to triple the minute it happens. That's why I decided to bring it here to show it to you today. I wore it last night at the game. The fans went crazy. Luckily, there were like 1,000 Secret Service for security. Not a problem because Trump was there. But I have to tell you, I paired it with a beautiful Rolex you've seen before. a crazy price. And on this side, a $700 watermelon watch.
Your Doge watermelon watch.
And look, I looked spectacular last night. I couldn't believe how gorgeous I looked. Thank you.
Kevin O'Leary, you come with the goodies. We love having you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.